invite, and I'll be back.
Uh,
I'll be
all
back.
right, sounds good. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Petals and Leather podcast. You are in the right place. This is the part of the podcast where we check the tech. Of course, we don't change anything on our end, but you never know with technology these days. So we're just making sure that you're going to see what we want you to see and that you can hear us loud and clear. So Flower's out checking that out right now. And as you can see, I'm trying to get settled into a nice spot here near the waterfall right next to Flower. We are currently in my Kelison house, which, if you recall, is my favorite house that I built here in Elder Scrolls. The chair's too far back. Let's try again. We're going to get it right, I promise. Here we go. But yeah, so that's really fun. We're glad that you're here with us today. And we're going to try streaming some Helldivers after this. We'll talk about that in the podcast. But let's see, how's this look? I think we're pretty close here. But yeah, the Kelison's so pretty, isn't it? I love the waterfall out there and the little birds flying around. And I don't know, it's just a very pretty place to come when you're having a rough day. It's nice to look around and see that you've created something pretty. That's what keeps me going here in ESO and housing. Hey, Flower, I hear you sneaking in.
Hey,
Welcome to the
hey, Grace.
podcast. Would you
I
like to say hello to
I've changed
everybody?
my tactic. I've
Oh,
changed my
have you?
tactic.
Do you tiptoe in?
Hi,
What's going
everyone.
on?
I tiptoe in now. So isn't that pretty cool?
I love that we've
I
all made you
tiptoe.
self-conscious about how you're walking around your house.
Yeah. Hey, I don't want to be known as the one who like storms, clomps in. Hey.
Right? Of course, of course. Let me pull this up
So,
here. Yeah.
you probably haven't. We have drops available, by the way,
Oh,
for
what do we got?
Elder Scrolls Online. So it ends on the 7th. So grab that. What is it giving us? It's giving us an Ouroboros Crown Crate. Stuff you can turn in. It's really just stuff you could turn in. But you got to read, if you have it pulled up, you have to read what I posted as the all
What
clear.
did you post?
Hey, edible Dan. Huh? I
What did you post?
posted Helldiver 2 ready, Master Sarge. Oh wait. This
Huh.
is the
Yeah,
podcast.
this is the
My
podcast.
bad.
Uh-oh. I have to
My
change that. Is that
bad.
changeable?
No, it was
Ah,
a
that's
joke.
funny. Oh, gotcha. Well, I totally believed you. I totally fell for that. Nice
I
job.
know you did. I know you did. So, hi everybody. It's so good to be back. It's
Yes, it
so good to be
is.
back. We were gone for a whole week.
We were.
Didn't you miss us? Didn't you miss us?
I
I
did.
know you missed
I miss our
us. I
podcast
missed
and our
us.
people and interacting and talking. Although we did have a lot of fun doing Helldivers, I gotta say that was a
Oh my
blast. Holy
God.
moly, that game. And we're gonna talk a bit about that today for sure.
Okay, for
Absolutely.
sure.
Yeah. So we got some folks coming in. Hey everybody, welcome. Glad to have you with us. You have found the Petals and Leather podcast. We're glad to see you, and we might as well just get going right away. What do you say?
Let's kick it off. It's
All right, the
101.
show is happening. All right, so now
Yes.
every week that we do this podcast, I started off pretty much the same way by asking you, what are you excited about this week? What happened either over the last week while we were gone that makes you excited, or what's coming up that you're looking forward to?
Oh, well, okay. All right. I actually am going to say something a little different than I always say, but
Oh, okay.
the new game, the new Helldiver 2
Mm-hmm.
game, I was very excited about that all of last week. In fact, I still am.
Right?
I think I played more Xbox last week than I have in like a year.
Mm,
So that's awesome. And the other exciting thing is a personal achievement. I am in a team of artists, and our new book just hit the
oh,
Amazon
wow.
channels. So
Congratulations.
yeah, so that's kind of
How does that
cool. So
feel?
well, it feels nice, and I want it to sell, sell,
Of course.
sell. So,
How
because
does it
there's
feel on?
five of us,
Right, yeah,
five
good.
of us splitting the royalties. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah,
like
what's in the book? Is it a collection of artwork that you've all made
it's
individually, or is there
called
a collective art? Like, what is it about?
yes, yes. It's called Palette of Seasons, And
Ooh.
it covers the four seasons plus the fifth, which is the sacred center. And basically, it's kind of a guidebook. I mean, it has all kinds of art in it, but it gives inspirational prompts for each season. It gives
Oh, wow.
ideas. It gives some practices for a person's art studio, things to do. Just, it's all art oriented, but it's
Wow.
for the artist who really lives a creative life, and
Tell me
yeah.
more about the prompts for the seasons, because for me, I think like, oh, autumn, that means it's pumpkin spice season. You know, like, is that the kind of thing, or what is it really?
Well, that's a great prompt. I mean, you could give someone a prompt, that's the influence, that's the ambiance, and then have them create off of a very simple word prompt like that. No, we give guided visualizations, we give exercises. We
Wow.
have like a whole write up of what the season is all about, not only seasonal wise, but also
Yeah.
energetically, also artistically, things to dive into, to wrap or to open yourself up to and wrap yourself around
Oh, I
creatively.
love that.
So, it's the seasonal influence, but not getting stuck on the surface. But what does that really mean, for your artist life? How do you really deal with that? How do you, walk
Mhm.
through autumn? Because first of all, it's going to happen every year for the rest of your
Well,
life,
that's true, right? Yeah, that's true. Unless you move somewhere where there's no seasons and no weather. No,
Yeah.
you're right, for sure.
So to get into the cycle, to get into the rhythm of the cycle is what it's kind of all about. And don't try to do things that are outside of the cycle. So in other
Right, like don't run
words,
a marathon in the middle of January if there's snow out, kind of thing.
hello,
Right? Just be practical and use
yeah,
the seasons
be
to your. It's very
practical.
interesting to consider the seasons. It gives you more of a long-term view because I'm so often stuck in what do I need to do today? What has to happen this week? And then before I know it, a month is gone, and then suddenly it's a new season. Like it never, I'm not consciously moving through the seasons. They are just happening because I'm moving through the days or the weeks. Does that make sense? Like
Well,
that focus shift is different.
yeah.
I like the season
It
approach. Like I feel like maybe that helps keep annoyances and setbacks and things more in perspective because you
well,
recognize there's so many seasons to come and here they all are and it's gonna maybe this takes 6 months but that's gonna happen. I just have to wait till spring and you know what I mean, like you could feel that seasonal energy.
well, yeah, and I mean because life is so cyclical,
Yeah.
um and winter, even though it's our busiest time of the year with the holidays, going out Christmas shopping and decorating and all that hoo-ha, it's still on earth, and with the wild life aspect, it's still hibernation time.
That's
So it's
interesting.
like,
So more
yeah,
isolationist, more pull your thoughts to
well,
yourself,
fine,
or is that
yeah,
what you mean?
dive
Like,
in.
yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, and maybe take a look at what's really important for you. Maybe reevaluate what you've been doing this past year. It's time to kind of rest, even. And resting doesn't mean you don't create. It just means, maybe this season, instead of flinging yourself completely into commercialism and celebration of holidays,
Hmm.
which we kind of lose ourselves into.
Well, that's true.
Maybe
That's
maybe
another
you need
tough.
to
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe it's important to schedule, some, downtime for yourself. And hey, reading a great book or listening to an audiobook during the winter is really a wonderful thing to do, especially wearing those oversized sweaters and snuggled in socks and under a comfy blanket on the couch during the
Yeah.
middle of the day with a fire going in the fireplace. It doesn't have to be reserved for just romantic things. We can treat ourselves to those kinds of things too.
Yeah, for
So,
sure. Huh, that's
yeah.
very interesting. I like that seasonal approach. That gives me something to think about.
Thank
That's different
you.
than what I normally
Thank
would
you.
do. That's fun. Well,
Yeah, it
congratulations on the
is.
book coming out.
Thank
That's really
you.
great. Can you
Thank
tell everybody what
you.
it's called in case they want to look at it?
Palette of
Palette of
Seasons.
Seasons, available at all major book retailers. I sound like a commercial now. Available in all
You
major
do.
retailers. Blah, blah, blah. See your lawyer for
Yeah,
details.
you can get it worldwide. And then, of course, Amazon is always a good
Of
standby.
course.
If you
Yeah.
can't, if it's not, because it just released last Tuesday, just
Oh,
released. So
wow.
so it might not even be in stores yet. It is on Amazon for sure, because
That's
I
cool.
looked to see last
Is it
night, and
going to a physical
it's
store too, like a Barnes and Noble, that kind of stuff?
it
Like,
should.
no way.
Barnes
You
and
got to book at a
Nobles,
retail location. That's amazing.
Target,
Because I
Walmart,
work with authors all
even
the
weird
time
little
who
things
don't
like that.
go into those places. They're just soft
Oh no, I
sells
think
and
it's important.
Amazon. That is amazing. Like Target and
Yeah,
stuff
it's
too.
with
Like all that kind
Ingram
of.
Book.
That's oh sure
Yeah,
Ingram,
it's
of course.
yeah, and they're worldwide distributor, right?
Yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah,
I can't wait to walk in and be like,
yeah.
I know her. I'm
I
like,
know her. You know what? There's nothing so satisfying as walking into a bookstore and
yeah,
seeing
like what
your
is that feel
name.
like? I
Yeah,
can't even imagine
it's
what that feels like because
awesome.
I've never done that, of course. I'm not a writer. So you walk in
Yeah,
and there
it
it
is
is, and you see it
awesome.
like on the
Mm-hmm.
shelves, and
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
that's me, that's me.
That's me. That's
Oh my
me.
gosh, that's
And you
amazing.
kind of linger by your books in the aisle, right? You're just kind of like waiting to see if anybody's looking
Yeah,
for it.
you're like, why
Of
isn't
course,
anyone picking it
nobody
up?
is.
No one's picking it up. Yeah,
Where
no
are
one is, of
you?
course.
Come here, Skullhead.
Oh, I moved.
You're
Look at
you're
that.
gazing at the
I think my
waterfall.
controller's got a little bit of that, what do you call it when it starts moving by itself?
Oh
Drag, like the
no, the
thumbstick.
flow the
Yeah, what do you call it?
oh
Stick drift.
yeah.
That's the word. Got some stick
Drift.
drift.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I had to get a whole new
Oh
controller
no, now I'm
because of
behind
my
you.
my drift was so bad. Now you're standing again.
Yeah, here we go.
There we go.
I had to
There
get
he
I have to
is.
walk way farther forward than I want to get that chair to end up in the right spot. But there we go.
I know.
Hey everybody, great to be here at the table. See, my stick
Hey,
drift
it's great
happens
to
again.
have you. Great to have you, man.
Well, for me this
And you're,
week, I was
yeah, what's
so
yours?
jazzed about Helldivers. Like I
Oh
seriously
my
almost bought a
God.
PlayStation just so I could play it because it looked like it was going to be a blast. And then it's everything I wanted it to be. It's really, really fun. Having a blast in there with you, and you're hilarious in there.
Oh my
Like just
God.
shooting everything, and I don't know. It made me
I kill.
reflect. Like
I kill you. I kill you
fine.
all the time, though. No, I do.
It's true. She
Oh,
does,
I
you
love
guys.
it.
She goes to summon crates and she'll throw a grenade, and she always wants to throw them near me for some reason.
I don't know why.
I
I don't mean to.
I
It's
know.
not
It's
intentional.
all good. It's
Not
target fixation.
intentional.
It's all good. It's
It
cool.
is target fixation because I'm looking to see where are you? Where are you? Are you close by me or did you run off
Well,
already?
that game is scary alone. Like I'll run some solo missions and I'm like tense the whole time.
Oh my God. I did it once. I did it once
Hey,
all
nice.
by my lonesome. I
Congrats.
went on the opening level, and I survived. I didn't get killed, but the whole time I was like whirling in a circle. And in the entry level, it's not, you can go a while without having any bugs coming out. And I was still looking.
Oh, right.
That's
I'm
I was
walking my
still
dog this
looking.
morning and my vision, I'm scanning the horizon side to side. It's like, there's nothing coming, right? There's no bugs.
Oh
No
my
one's going to
God.
bother me on my little walk, but I still do it. It's so funny. But that game has been so fun. I haven't felt that way about a game in a long time. Like
In a
where,
long
like I
time.
think about it, I want to read online about it if I can't play it, and of course I want to play it whenever I can. And it's so different than the ESO drive in my mind. Like that feels more like when I'm in the mood to be social, I will go there and we'll do some game things while we're being social. Whereas Helldivers
Yeah,
feels like let's go
it's a
fuck some
game.
shit up and get ourselves attacked and
Yeah,
blow it up.
there's
And
no chit-chatting. There's
no,
no
you're right. We never
chit-chatting.
like chit chat. We're just like
Nope.
heading to the spawn point. We're going to the question mark. What the hell is that? Like it's so funny.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed right away. It's like, oh, there is no time to even chit-chat in this game because we're so hell-bent on
Right?
surviving.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I gotta say this. So we're so into that game,
Yeah.
right? I mean, individually, but also as a team, as a squad. I'm gonna
Yeah.
use the proper
Yeah.
terminology. As
As
a
a
squad,
squad.
that yesterday we had our Adventures of Two Wood Elves role play
Yeah.
in ESO, right?
Hmm.
And I'm coming in and I'm doing everything in my power at the beginning not to even say, "Hey, you want to play afterwards?" And as soon as we go off the air, Stretch looks at me and he goes, "So you want to play some? You want to play some
I
Helldivers?"
was
I'm like,
legitimately
"Hell's yeah!"
debating before we did that role play stream. I was like, maybe I should ask her if we do half the roleplay stream and half a stream of Helldivers. And I was like,
Oh my
no,
God.
no.
And
The role playing
yeah,
Wood Elves are what brought me to the dance, right? That's what got us here. So
yeah,
can't cheat it.
yeah.
But man, I was
We love
definitely
it.
thinking it. I
Yeah.
was definitely thinking it. I will say too, us role playing Wood Elves is so much more of a chill experience than our Helldiver time, like in terms of being relaxed, because we're just talking at each other and making fun of the NPCs, and nothing's really going to happen. Whereas like Helldivers, I feel like any minute we could just get blitzed and everything's going to be
Well,
crazy and like.
because any minute we do get blitzed. It's like, what the hell just killed me? How did I just die? Okay, with him, with Stretch, usually it's me. It's
We
because of
both died. To
me.
be fair, well, sometimes you blow me up, but sometimes those bugs, man, they just like chippy choppy. They just come up with their Ginsu hands, like, and
Oh
then
my
you're just
God,
done.
that's the other thing. That's the other thing. We come into ESO yesterday, and as soon as we start our quest, our role play,
Oh yeah, I
there in
forgot
our
about
path
this.
is a damn bug.
Right, a
So, of
freaking
course, my little wood
cockroach.
elf had to start jumping on it.
I love it. You're like
You
a
killed
bug, and
her.
of course I'm like looking to shoot something. There's no, I have no guns in this game. So funny,
But you annihilated it like instantly. You were all over that little
right?
cockroach.
I've had
It
about
was
enough of
too
their
funny.
attitude. Those little bugs.
Those little bugs. And here are we're the master.
It's so funny. So now I gotta say that Helldivers has made me think on a grander scale. It actually has affected my life in a way, which is very interesting. So I'm gonna share. So we were
Okay.
talking the other day, you and me, about what's so different about this game, and I realized that Helldivers exposes us to like constant pressure, right? It's like a cycle, a constant cycle of pressure and then relief, right? Because we're on our way there and we don't know what's going to happen, and we get there and all hell breaks loose, and then it's tense and we die and whatever. Maybe we get it, and then when we finish, we relax and then we move on to the next objective. So it's that cycle of pressure and relief. And I started to think to myself, life feels kind of that way, right? Like
Oh
in
yeah.
the game, sometimes you beat the mission, sometimes you don't. You get the pressure, you get the relief. Life is like a never-ending series of pressure and relief, like stress and resolution, forever.
Oh, I totally get
And like
that.
you either fix it or you fail, but it's never ending, right? Like it kind of ties into your season thing we were talking about earlier, where you take a longer term approach. I never really thought of life as a series of obstacles to overcome and then the breaks between the obstacles. I was always
Yeah,
looking.
when you go shopping.
I know, right? That's a break between what I want to have and my wallet. That's the
Yeah.
real obstacle. But
Yeah.
really though, like in life, I kept trying to like. I'm a person in my life. I'm always trying to get to a stasis place where things are good, are calm, are in harmony, and that smooth sailing. I'm always looking for those calm waters, and it doesn't feel like you get those that often or for very long. And so I'm always trying to figure out like how can I get to the calm water? Where's the calm water? And now I understand like no, no, no. That you're not doing it wrong because your water isn't calm all the time. That the ocean has waves. That's the nature of the ocean. Life has waves. It's going to be hard and
Turbulent.
it's going to be
Yeah.
easy. You're going to have ups and you're going to have downs. And it sounds really dumb. And I'm probably too old to be having this realization. But but to me it's revelatory. I'm just like, wow. Yeah, so that's going to help me roll with the things that are difficult because I recognize, okay, there's pressure and there's relief, and right now I'm in the pressure, but it won't be forever. The bugs can't spawn forever. I can't be attacked forever. There will be a time when it's peaceful or relief from whatever this is. I may not have relief from there may be
No,
other
I get
things,
it.
but
Yeah.
but for
Yeah.
me that's really new. That's not something that I ever
Yeah.
really looked at. I never. So now I'm focusing more on sustainability. Can I keep doing? Can I keep
Sustainability.
this level of
Yeah.
pressure? Do I have enough ammo? Like resources in my life, like to keep doing it. Like in the game where we're like going places, we're like, okay, check the map. Do we need to change directions? Are there bugs on the like we're always looking and aware of like where we're headed and
Always
what's
looking.
happening. And in real life, I'm not always like that. I kind of get
Uh-uh.
blindsided by things, and I don't anticipate other things, and some things I know are problems and turn out to be better than I think, or whatever. So anyway, the game has had me. Sounds really dumb, but
No,
it's made
it's
me really
not.
take a look and change my perspective a little bit. I'm accepting now that there's always going to be pressure. That's the nature of it. Don't resist the pressure; it makes it harder, and just know that there will be relief. They go together, right? The whole like
Yeah,
yin and yang,
they
right?
do.
The pressure and relief.
Well, and it's changed my life a little too this past week.
Yeah.
This past week, well, because um it's put me into a position of being a killing machine, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah,
it
for
it's
sure.
made me very aggressive,
Mm.
hasn't it? Because that's the nature of that game. You have to
You
be
have to.
aggressive in order to survive. Anything comes your way, you're like kapow. And so I've noticed this past week, I've had two real life issues come up that were
Oh,
very unpleasant and pissed me off royally. I mean, pissed me off royally to where I felt like it was adversarial. I was being a little attacked. It was
oh,
not
wow.
ethical what the person was doing. So, guess how I responded?
Oh, what did you just get aggressive? Like, you just charge
Aggressive!
in, guns blazing?
Fuck you!
Love
Who do you
it.
think you are? Fuck you! I'm taking you
Wow.
down,
That's
man.
so
I'm taking you
empowering. That's so
down.
awesome.
Yeah, so unlike me though.
Wow.
The person was one of the people didn't really know me. The other person was like, "Oh my God, what's wrong? Is everything okay?"
They're like,
And I
I'm
had
not
to
used to
like
you being
take.
this
I
aggressive.
I know. I had to take a beat, and I had to go. I'm so wrong. Oh my God, my behavior right now is so wrong. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I apologize profusely for my behavior to the one person who I know really well, right? The other
Ah,
person I could give a flying fig about. But yeah, so it's made me
wow. That's amazing that it
aggressive.
translated over like that. That's really cool.
Well, is it?
Yeah, I think it's great. Because,
Yeah,
it's
so
like,
I stood my ground, in other words. I
but
stood my ground.
that's fantastic.
I do normally. Like if I feel there's an inequity, or I'm the type of person, I think you're like this too,
Hmm.
where if there's something wrong and you feel there's something going wrong
Yeah.
between you and another person or whatever, you'll be the first to kind of go, "Hey, is everything okay? Are we okay?"
Yeah, 100%. For sure, that's me.
You do the check-in. I'm like that too. I do the check-in. Hey, how you feeling about this situation? I mean, we even did it with hell divers, right? That
Yeah,
kind
for
of
sure.
check in with each
Absolutely, we
other.
do.
Yeah, but in just in life in general, that's if there's an issue, I need to make sure it's okay. And if there is an issue, I have to be proactive in the resolution of it. Even when people go, I don't want to talk about it, because people do say that.
Of
I
course
don't
they
want to
do.
talk
Of
about it.
course, some conversations are difficult,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
topics, I guess. Some topics are tough to actually have a conversation about. But wow, that's a big shift. Congratulations on that.
yeah. So I just happened to look at our chat because
How's
we
the
got
chat
some
looking?
chat going.
Is it working?
Yeah, first of all, I gotta say hi to Mexico, Bubbly Necla. Thank you for tuning in.
Wow, hi,
It's nice to
welcome.
have you here tuning with us. Someone said this side of you I've never seen. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Right, the
Someone
charging.
wants to know, yeah, how do we feel about alcohol? Well,
Mm,
it has its place.
that's the right answer.
I
Yes, it
like
does.
I like my ties, but if I have two, they're called tie mice. But tell and orderly visa, tell me, what will there be a giveaway for your favorite followers? Well, are you following us already? So if you are, um, here's a giveaway. There is if you play Elder Scrolls Online, there is a follower drop.
A Twitch
So go to the
drop.
top of the chat and get that Ouroboros crate right now. It's just for you guys. So how's that?
I like it.
Anyways,
I like it.
yeah, I like it. So yeah, hell divers. I'm going to be honest. My mind is already there, and we already established that as soon as the podcast is over, we're,
Yeah, we're gonna take a
we're
15-minute break and then we're gonna stream some Helldiver action. That'll be really fun.
we're going to jump right in and dive the hell out of
Yeah. So
number two.
I love that
Yeah.
it's changed your behavior, that you're now kind of charging in, guns blazing, standing your ground. That is amazing. What it's done for me changing my behavior is I was feeling very stressed, so I decided to list everything that was giving me pressure. And
Oh,
then
good.
I kind of sorted it to look at what things could I work on to relieve the pressure. I don't know if you're this way, but I'm kind of a person. I walk around with like, I think I like a giant blob of crap I need to do. It's like rolling around in my
Yeah.
head in no particular order. It's like in a big, it's like, do you ever play the game Katamari Damacy where it just rolls over everything and turns into a giant ball collecting everything?
No.
You would think this game
Oh,
is funny.
no.
You start as this little teeny like ball of yarn or whatever. It's not really yarn. Anyway, you roll around a city and you start picking up trees and gravel and people and cars and you become this giant ball of stuff. And that's kind of how I've always approached like things I need to get done, things I need to work on. It's this giant ball of stuff and whatever's kind of sticking out and poking me, I kind of look at. So I changed that up. So now um, I mapped it all out, and instead of looking at like what's more important, what's more urgent, what's going to cost me more money, I didn't do any of that. Instead, I asked that list, what is giving me pressure? Where's the
Oh.
pressure coming from? And those were different
Hmm.
things. The things that were giving me pressure in my brain were different things than top priority, high priority, urgent, whatever. I had things that had to be done today that I did, but that wasn't causing me pressure. But things that need to be done in the future are pushing and pushing. I'm like, okay. So I thought that was very interesting. That's a different way of approaching it for me.
Yeah, that's totally, I mean, I'm a list maker, all right. So on my calendar, on my daily calendar, I have the most important things that I really need to do that day. Um, and then I have like ideas of things that I need to do. I like what you're saying about what are the things that are giving me the most pressure because I'm a good eliminator. I have no
Mm,
problem eliminating from my life things that are
gotcha.
problematic. I just don't have time or use for them. And people who are toxic, I'll tolerate them for a couple of weeks when they really,
When I
like
have their best
become
face on.
toxic or yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
after that, it's like, nope, bye. I mean, all the way from new people you meet as well as people do change. I don't care what anybody says. A person changes because they choose to change. And sometimes people just go down the wrong path and they become embittered or whatever
Yeah,
because of whatever's
absolutely.
good. Yeah. And sometimes those are the people where I kind of need to take a break from them if they're everything out of their mouth is Debbie Downer.
Yeah, oh,
Sorry,
of
Debbie's
course.
out
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
I read a book a long time ago called The Tao of Pooh. Have we talked about this?
Uh, yes, we have it. I
Oh, okay.
love that
Oh
book.
my gosh, it's so good, right? It breaks everybody basically into
Yes.
archetypes. For those who haven't read it, are you a Winnie the Pooh, go with the flow? Are you a Piglet, you're always needing help? Are you
Eeyore.
right? Are you constant Eeyore? Everything is a drag. It's always raining. Everything
Thanks for
sucks. So
noticing
it's
me.
very interesting when you meet someone or get to know them to classify them as a Winnie the Pooh archetype and um, and see how they evolve or don't evolve. I think that's fun. But I get you. I hear you.
Yeah. People change. People do change.
Yeah, it's
But
true.
but they can only change if they choose to change. They're open and willing to
Yeah,
change.
it's a whole
You
lead
know,
the horse to water, can't make a drink thing.
yeah, and we always hear, "Oh, people don't really change," and I do disagree with that. Yeah, I do disagree with that. I think people can change, and people do change. They predominantly stay the same, but
Yeah, things can
I
shift.
change.
Me too.
I know how to change.
But you
I
are
know
an
how.
introspective person though. Like you will
That's true.
think to yourself, you'll reflect on yourself, on your actions, people's reactions to you, how the situations played out, what you could have done differently. Like I'm sure you think of those things in retrospect. Am I right?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my God,
A
yeah.
lot of those toxic people don't do that. They don't have the ability to reflect on themselves or understand how their actions affect other people. It's like a dog doing math problems.
Dog
It's
doing
not going to
math
work
problems. It's
out.
not going to
My
happen.
dog's looking at me
Not
like, "What?
happening,
Give
man.
me something to chew on." Like,
Yeah, give me something to chew on. Let me rip that up. Oh, that smells good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, we
Well,
got a new follow. I just looked Basic Sketchbook says
we
plus
do.
follow. Thank you, Basic Sketchbook. We
Oh,
appreciate the
thank you. Thank
follow.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You have
Nice,
no idea how
nice,
much
nice.
that kind of stuff means to us. It's such a little
It
thing,
really
but it helps
does.
validate us and tell us that you like what we're doing and that we should keep doing it. So thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you for that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's always. In fact, every single person here, if you haven't followed us yet,
Here we go. Hashtag horror for
why?
followers.
Why have you not followed us? Hey, hey, oh, someone, I forget, I'm sorry, I forget who asked, do we have any special thing for followers? I have a special thing, and this
Okay.
is gonna, I'm putting it all on you,
Oh,
and
here. Oh no.
I'm putting this out there without even discussing it with Stretch, but
Oh, here we go. The end of the
if you
podcast.
are an ESO player
Hmm.
and you watch our podcast and follow us, you will get to come in ESO while we do the podcast and be a live audience sitting
Oh
right
my
here
gosh,
with
that's a
us.
great idea. How fun is that? Bring him into the
Yeah,
studio.
how
I mean, at the studio. Bring him into my house
exactly.
as if it's a studio. Come see one of the houses we built and sit in it with us. Hey,
Exactly. In
that's fun.
fact,
That's really
you know,
fun.
I think that we should we'll bring out a date for that to happen.
Oh
It'll
my
be on
gosh,
one
that
of
is
maybe one of our
adorable.
early October
What if
podcasts or something.
what if we did it
And wouldn't that be
where
fun?
I love this idea. What if every month we did it once a month and had the new followers from that month show up in the first podcast of the next month? So if you follow us in September, you'll be in the first podcast of October. If you follow us in October, you'll be in the first podcast of November. And if you're following us right now, we'll
Oh,
put you in the first podcast in October with the
of
September folks.
October.
If we can fit you all in, we'll see how many people want to do it. But yeah, so if you play
You have to
ESO and you're a
RSVP. You have to
follower,
RSVP,
yeah, send us a note.
right?
That's smart.
Because because you'll need to be able to. So here's the rule: you'll need to follow us,
Okay.
and then you need to reach out to us in ESO. You have to be an Xbox player.
That's
Sorry,
the hitch. Yep, the Xbox thing. We're on the box. So if you're an
we're
Xbox
on the
player, if
box.
you are not,
But
we'll give
then,
you special mention. We will thank you for following
yeah,
us in the podcast.
yeah, exactly. But for those of you who are Xbox ESO players, you have to reach out to us and give us a
That is such
friend.
a
You have to
fun
friend
idea. I
us.
love this idea.
Yeah,
Great.
and
Great
then
job. High five.
we'll bring you in. High
Yeah,
five.
high five. That's
Woohoo.
fantastic. I
Yeah,
love this
yeah,
idea.
and I know. See, we're thinking of things, of perks, of little treats. So
Right?
let me see. Have anybody else? Has anybody else? Oh well, Shigarem is saying superb. Which
Yay.
setup do you have? Yes,
Xbox.
ASIL. Okay, so so we got a couple of positive responses from that. All right, see,
Excellent.
yeah. So excellent. We're going to
Yeah.
just tell you we think you're grand. And even if it's just one person, you get to sit across from us on at the table and
Hey, we'll
sit
take
there
it.
and
Absolutely.
stare at us. And then, of course, if there's two, three, four, five, you get to sit around us right here. Look at that. We got tables. And then we'll bring out another table, maybe, I don't know, or you get to
Yeah.
sit back there, or you get to stand against the railing. I don't,
Yeah, maybe I'll.
or you can sit
I
on
have
the
a house where we
ground.
could fit several people sitting down. I got the perfect house in mind. My Doomchar has a great area for this,
Oh,
so
perfect,
we'll do that.
perfect.
That
Yeah,
sounds really fun. Oh my
perfect.
gosh, what a great idea, Flower. Thank you.
You're very welcome. So if anybody weirdly reaches out to you
Uh huh. Yeah.
and friends us
I'll
on
assume
ESO,
they're
we
not a
have to,
robot. Yeah.
yeah, they're not a
If
robot.
they're
You have to
like,
go,
I'm
what? Yeah,
contacting you about your
yes,
car's warranty, then I'll know not to accept it.
yeah. But if they reach out, hopefully they'll send you a little message right away. Hey, I'm a Petals and Leather follower.
Yeah.
Hey,
There you go.
hey, man.
There you go.
And
Be
then
like,
we can
welcome,
say
welcome. Come on
yes.
in. That's fun. I love this idea. Super fun.
Yay.
Yeah.
Mm, mm,
All right,
mm,
so I have to
mm.
share something else I'm excited about for this week, which is something really weird to be excited about, sort of.
Okay.
I have more creative time because I've quit 3 activities. So I've got about 6 hours a week free now that I didn't have before because I quit one of my housing
Congratulations.
tours and 2 of my trial groups. Thank you. It's weird to be excited about not playing games with my friends
Well,
because that's
well,
normally like that's what I want to do with my free time is do that. But in this case, I want
yeah.
to work on this audiobook and I had to find the time somewhere. I'm like, oh, I got to, but I'm really excited that I've cut the activities. I'm done for now and I can dedicate that time to the book. I'm so jazzed about it.
Well, and the nice thing is when you're ready and you have the time to go back to trials, it's easy to find a trial, and
Yeah,
because like you told me yesterday when we were playing Helldivers, you said, I know how to be an elite player. I know how to really charge
it's
and play
true.
hard, right?
Yeah,
So you have a reputation here in ESO
I
as an
do.
elite player. You really honestly do.
It's true.
So these friends of his, who some of them I know, say, "You're very welcome. We want you in our tribe, but please don't bring
Oh my
flour."
God, they never say that. That is so
Don't bring
funny.
her. Don't even tell her you're
Don't
doing
bring
this with
her.
us.
No, the real story is Flower
Please.
goes, what are you doing? Oh, I'm tanking hard mode Sunspire. Great, have a great time with that. Have fun. That's that's really what happens.
That- That's really what happens. I'll see you later. I'll talk to you later. Let me
Talk
know
to you
when you're
later.
done.
Let me know how those 3 hours of hitting your head on the wall go. I mean, have fun.
Have
So
fun.
funny. Speaking of that, though, we did beat the fire dragon in hard mode on our third pull, which was really excited.
That's so
And we
awesome.
started the ice dragon now, and we got her up in the air a few times for our first pull through. It was not too bad. So we're excited about that. We're
Wow.
hoping tomorrow night we can get a little further along. We'll see. We're having a lot of fun. I kept that one trial group. I'm still doing the trial group with Petals, which is really fun.
Look at look at Bones just posted. Bones said, "I'll stare at you."
I'll stare at you. Where's Bo? That is funny.
So that I
Oh
think
yeah, there it
Bones
is.
is referring to coming, being able to come into the as a
Yeah, being a
follower, to come and
follower.
sit and
Oh my God,
sit
Bones, you're
down
so
sit down
funny.
on the ground at your feet staring at you. Is that what you're going to do, Bones?
We actually know Bones, you guys. He's our friend. That is
Yeah, yeah.
so funny. I love it. You just come sit at the table and stare at us. Mm,
Oh, yeah. Just stare.
right. But I can't tell you how jazzed I'm about this book. I wanna get into the middle of the book. Like for me, let me ask you about your creative project. So for me, when I'm doing a book, like in the beginning, it's kind of scary because I don't know how it's going to turn out. I don't know all the characters yet. I kind of don't know what kind of
Oh,
voices I'm going to
shoot.
make. Do you need to go
Yeah.
attend to that, or is it
No,
another
no,
spooky?
yeah. Give me what. Keep telling
All
me.
right, yeah, for sure. But then, and then at the end of the book, like it feels sad because you know, oh, I'm only voicing this character one more time, or this is the last time these characters share a scene, or the book is ending and I'm not going to get to do this again, and that sucks. But what I love is the middle part where you're very comfortable, you've got all the main characters voiced, you're confident in how to portray them, and it just feels like you're hanging out with old friends, which sounds really dumb. But I got that feeling when I did Code Gray. I was like, oh, there's the guys. And doing scenes when they were all together was really fun in the middle. And so I'm looking forward to being in the middle of this one. I'll have the main characters figured out. I'll know the direction that it's heading. The pacing will feel right. That kind of thing. That comfortable. Gosh, it's like being in a relationship. I don't want to date anybody fresh, and I don't want to be at the end of the relationship. I want that cozy middle part where you're like 2 years in, and you just watch Netflix and look like a goblin around the house because you haven't put on any proper clothes. You're just wearing your
Yeah.
sweats and being real comfy. Welcome back. That's what I'm looking
Yeah.
for.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
funny.
So you're looking for a new relationship. That's what
With a
I'm
book,
taking.
with the book,
I know.
not with a
I was
person.
listening. No, I was listening to you the whole time, but you did compare it to a new relationship,
I
and you really went
did,
into what you're looking for.
I
So
did.
I thought, all right, his subconscious mind is letting us all know he's looking for a new relationship.
In my profile, it would say enjoys long afternoons in the air conditioning, not long
In
walks
the
on the
air.
beach. I want long afternoons in the air
Oh my
conditioning.
God, that's too funny. That's too funny. Yeah, you
But
have
so,
to. Yeah, you have to be a gamer.
right, yeah,
Number one criterion, gamer.
right. Either
No,
be a gamer or understand gamers. So now, what
yeah,
about you?
understand gamers. That's it.
When you're doing a
That's the
creative
ticket.
project, what's your favorite part? Do you like the beginning, the middle, or the end better? How are they different for you?
All right, so I like, well, because I've always got some kind of weird creative project happening, right?
Right, of course.
Um, but okay, perfect example. The team art book is done. It's been released into the world. I
Yeah.
get to just sit back and enjoy royalties when they come in, right?
Mm-hmm.
That that project is done and over. So, such a great sigh of relief. And it has, I just told you this a little earlier, it has freed me up once again to go back to our novel, to go back to the writing
Nice.
and the of the novel. And so, okay, I go, it's that feeling of, yes, big accomplishment. Oh, I hope it's successful. I want to make a little money. That'd be great. And then the other part of me goes, oh, I get to do something that I've been wanting to do that I had to put on the side, but oh shit, that means work.
Right? That's the part of it always, right? Yay, a new project. Oh God, it's so much
Oh,
work.
okay, it's work. Because
100%.
you know by now how
Hmm.
many hours you have to put into
So many.
um your book, the audio
It's a
book. You
100-hour
know what
project. Like it's no joke.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And you know that that becomes primary in your scheduling,
Yep. And in my psyche, like it's for me, my
in
brain
your
works
psyche. Yeah.
like when you're cooking at the grill and there's like you have four burners. For me, when I have projects, it's like those back burners always have stuff on them. And then I'm trying to do my daily stuff cooking on the front, and then I'm always looking at the back going, are those all right? Is that doing all right? Give it a stir, give it a stir. You know, that kind of thing. Do you feel like that? Or am I
Well,
crazy? I might be
yeah.
crazy. I
No,
would
you're
definitely agree.
crazy, but I agree.
I would definitely agree.
I agree with what you're
It takes
saying.
up mental
But
space in my brain. Like there's only so many cycles up there. I probably
yeah,
should be concerned
well,
more about that.
okay, but how I deal with new projects is I do treat them, especially writing, when it comes to writing,
Yeah.
I do deal with them as a job. And
Oh,
they
okay.
go onto my calendar. I
You
chart
schedule time and
I do 3-hour blocks for
hmm
writing. And usually for a book, I'll block out 3 days a week of 3-hour blocks. So it's
yep.
not a lot of time, but it's on my calendar. And during that time, I don't answer my phone. I really don't.
No, of course.
I don't look at my email.
Never.
I don't have my computer on. I mean I do, but it's only on Word, on Word. Word is open.
I got you.
All
Yeah.
other applications are down. Because that's just the way I
It's
answer my phone.
distracting.
I
No, it's
lied about that,
distracting. You know,
but
you gotta keep your
yeah.
focus, right? It's funny
Yeah,
that
I don't
oh, sorry, go ahead.
yeah. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's funny that you schedule time to quote be creative. Like you schedule the time, like you're clocking in and you're gonna be creative during that
Mhm.
time and work on the project. I do the same thing. I have to
Yeah.
block out the time. I can't just wait to be inspired to feel like I'm going to record today and create some scenes today. I can't do that. Obviously, I have deadlines too,
Nope.
but the
Mama don't
discipline.
play that
No, I
way.
can't wait for inspiration. I have to use the discipline of putting it on the schedule, and then I just go and I record for 2 hours or whatever it is, you know. And
Yeah.
but yeah, I wonder if that's that way for a lot of creative people or not.
I don't think it is. Well, I shouldn't say I don't think it is because I honestly don't know. But most of the creative people that I know, they have this pseudo artist image. I'll only paint when I'm creative.
When
So,
I breathe
so
in the sounds of the
when I
city,
breathe
I'll
in,
be inspired.
ah,
Yeah, no, I
yeah, and I think that's false.
Yeah, it doesn't happen for me. I
I think
never
that's
feel like,
false.
oh, I wake up in the morning and go, I know what I'm going to do with that character. No, it's like I got to stand in front of the microphone and shove a pen in my mouth and see how that sounds. And now do it with an ice cube. How about hold your nose? You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah,
just
how
have
about
to get
hold
in
your
there and do
nose?
it, you
Yeah.
know? So funny.
Yeah. I mean, there are times when I crawl out of bed, right? I roll out of bed and it's early. It's like way earlier than normal. And I greet my little doggie because she's always so waggly and wiggly and happy to see me and wants to take me in to get my coffee so I can sit in
Aw,
the lounger so she can crawl up on my lap and go back to sleep
aw.
there and detain me for 30 minutes. But there are days when I roll out of bed and I get my coffee and I go into the studio, I switch on the light, and by 7:30 I'm already arting, you know. So,
Wow.
why do you keep wanting to go to the main Twitch page?
I
This
don't know what
person
that
has
means.
typed that twice. Let's go to the main Twitch page.
I think does that
You
mean
go
like,
to the
no,
main Twitch
I
page.
think it means get enough people watching that our stream goes to the main page because of how many people are watching live. I think that's what it is.
Oh, is that what it means? Oh,
It's not
sorry.
that they're trying to
There's
take
my
their friends and
aggressiveness
leave with
coming
us.
out.
I like that you immediately stood your ground that like, hey, buddy, you don't take our
What do
people
you
anywhere.
mean?
We're doing a show. No, I think it's a good
I
thing.
really fire? Is that what Stocky Stick Up said? You really fire.
Oh
It's
no,
like,
you've been
all
fired. No,
right,
I'm
all
kidding. Yeah, you're
right.
fired. Get it, girl. That's funny. But yes, I think
And
that's
who
a good
said
thing.
anything about a GTX 3070?
And maybe some
I
of the
don't have a
chatters
G.
know each other. Maybe,
Oh, all right, never mind.
maybe.
Well,
So,
I'm gonna ignore the. I'm gonna ignore the chat for a little bit longer. Anyways, yeah, I think being a creative means that you live a creative life and you treat your creativity also as an important aspect of your daily calendar, your daily schedule.
well, for me,
It's
yeah, yeah. I never
yeah,
like feel quote feel like being creative because being
yeah,
creative is effort, right? And I'm lazy. I
it
want to lay
is.
here and eat bonbons. You know what I mean? Like I
Oh,
don't
I
want
like
to. Yeah, right.
bonbons.
Who doesn't? You just want to chill out. But being creative means having to work and
Chocolate.
means effort, and so it's like going to the gym. You just got to get up and drive yourself there and then do it. Whatever comes out, comes out.
Well, and I've started this new thing in my life, probably over the last 6 months, maybe 9 months, I don't know, maybe even a year, I don't know, but definitely over the last 6 months, where I now have my own show. And what I mean by that is I go onto Netflix or whatever, and
Yeah.
I look and I find my own little series that I like. That
Oh,
I don't care if
sure.
nobody else, like Emily in Paris,
Yeah.
and then I watch it every day. I binge watch it, or it's always girly. I mean, it's always a girl show, a chick flick, or whatever you want to call it. Guys can't usually relate to it because it's all about and written for and for women, and it's like my
Yeah.
favorite thing. And now I make room for that in my life at lunchtime. And there
Hey.
are days when I would much rather just binge watch it than be in my studio creating.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah,
No,
it's
that
much
makes
easier
sense.
to do that. Much easier, especially on hot, sweaty days where I have the fan going. My hair is up in a knot on the top of my head, and I'm wearing,
Yeah,
tank
you
tops
mean
and
days like
shorts.
today? It is
Oh,
so
today
hot, you
that. Oh,
guys.
yes, that's it is so
We
friggin'
are having
hot.
a heat wave.
I
It's hot and
can't.
humid
We're,
here, but not that
we're
humid.
having a heat
Right?
wave, a
Tropical
tropical
heat
heat
wave.
wave.
Temperatures rising. It isn't surprising. She certainly can. Don't go show music with me. I got you covered. It's gonna be fun.
You know that. You know that music. Yeah, I know, I know, I know. I
That's
only know a
fun.
little bit,
I love
so
it. I
I
think
know.
it's fun.
Yeah.
Let's break out
I
into
like that I
duets.
can go into it and you can just take off with it.
I
And
just
I'm
like
like
that
going,
we sing it at
yeah,
all.
man.
It's like, hey, we're the same. Let's just do it. This podcast is crazy. Just do whatever we want.
Well, singing, hey, all right, I got to tell you, this is a true story. Because I like to sing. I think I've even said it on this podcast. I used to, as a kid, think my life was a musical and I'd break out into song and dance, very
Oh, that's so
melodramatic.
cute.
And oh, it's really kind of embarrassing when you think about it. But so I break out into song just naturally. I'm very melodramatic. I'm sure
Love
you
it.
got that by now. But
What?
so when my son was like 2 years old, I
Yeah.
was playing in the front yard with him, and he came and sat down on my lap. And my husband was actually video recording it. One of the few times I'm on the video because I hate
Okay.
to see myself on videos or pictures, etc. And
Understandable.
I'm singing to him, mockingbird, yeah, mockingbird. Hey, everybody, have you heard, blah, 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 I'm gonna make you a whatever the words were. And I was really into it, and I was singing, I was clapping my hands, and that little hand came over my mouth, and he said, Mama, don't sing, Mama, Mama,
Oh
don't
my gosh,
sing.
don't sing.
Never forgot that. I stopped singing as of
Wow.
that day.
The honesty of children, right?
I know, right? It's like, well, wait a minute. I was having fun with that. I like to do woohoo-hoos, to the chagrin of my husband, but I like to have fun. If I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna like
Yeah,
sing
have a
the
good
way I want to
time. For
sing.
sure. I think that's fun.
So I think it is too. Anyways, I don't know why I went off onto that tangent, but we were talking about how we break out in song. We don't care what anybody thinks.
Right, totally.
But
We're Tamriel
a
karaoke over here.
two-year-old a 2-year-old affected me.
I think
They're
that's
saying.
cute. That's funny.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so I got
It's
another situation to share if you're interested. I
no
okay, perfect. I was going to ask, so now how do you make big decisions? I mean, like big decisions.
big
Are you
decisions.
a person who goes with your heart and you're the way you feel, or are you a person who goes through and like like use your head in the process? You like listing out pros and cons and doing
Mm.
that kind of stuff. How do you fall on that spectrum?
Well, I think I'm a heart-centered individual. So I approach big decisions the way approach my art, honestly. I feel it. And if it feels right, that's the decision. If it feels wrong, I use the no. If I'm not sure, I say, give me more time to think about it. But
Okay, no, that's an answer too, right? Stall for time.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to think about this. Or maybe means for me, no, I need to really think about it. Although my son's really coming in today. Although if you were to ask him as a kid, he used to say, "Mom said maybe, that's a yes."
Well, of course, because they want to hear what they want to hear, right? I don't know any kid who would hear maybe and not think it's whatever they want, like
But the
all every
problem was
time.
he was right on. It always was a yes. So, and I didn't realize that until he brought the pattern of my maybes into my conscious awareness as a behavior. It's like, oh shit.
That is
Oh.
interesting. I like the maybe idea though of stalling for time. Like, ooh, gather more information, whether that's emotional
Yeah.
information or data, right?
Well, you have to. How do you do it? What do you do? Do you use your head?
I'm a terrible mix of the two. I use my head to gather facts and data to find out things that will work or solve the problem or whatever it's going to be. But then I make the final call by my gut, by my emotion, by how does it feel? How does it feel?
How does it
And
feel?
sometimes,
Yeah.
so what I want to do is to give myself the option to only choose from the logical choices, right? So I'm going to just make stuff up. Let's say I'm looking at buying between three different things. One of them is emotional, one is logical, one is a mix. And the logic part of me says these two will work. So then I will only give myself the chance to go truly examine the two that logic has said will work and then use the gut
How
feel for that.
boring.
And then I use the gut feel for that. So then I never make a mistake because, in theory,
Life is about
logical
making mistakes.
everything would work. I'm always trying to limit, I think it's childhood trauma. I'm always trying to limit the mistakes, right? Trying to limit how many times I mess up. And so if I have that, if I'm like, oh, these are the logical
Oh, well,
choices, use your emotions to
you're just
choose
being
between
smart.
those. I love the emotion thing though, because so I talk about my house thing. I'm looking at these houses, right? You guys,
Yes.
I'm in such a fortunate position in my life that I have the opportunity to buy a home. And so I'm looking for the next one. And I went this last weekend out to look at several. I looked at 8 different houses with 4 different floor plans in a community that I'm very excited about. And one of the houses I've been calling the fun house because it's painted yellow and orange and it's really fun. It's got a great view. It just seems like that house wants to make me happy. Like the feeling I get in it is like this
Aw.
house wants to make me happy. Like I never really have felt that way about a house before. But it's smaller than I want. I can't do everything there that I want to do. It's not optimal in the way it faces west, so it gets a lot of sun exposure. I don't like a lot of bright light. I don't like a lot of heat. So there's things working against it. But that emotional draw is really present. And of course, I looked at other houses that would fit everything I want to do in them. They're a lot more expensive too, so that's another consideration. But the feeling is different. Like it feels like the bigger houses to me, like I would move there and then that's like a destination. Like I made it there. This is the last chapter. Make it great. Make it count. Like it feels like it needs to be this thing. Whereas like the happy house kind of feels like, yeah, you're gonna live here like maybe for 10 years, and you're always gonna look back and be like, oh, that was such a great house, and that was really cool. But it's not a forever home. It's a step on the ladder, but a step that I'll be happy with looking back at.
So what makes it a forever home? What is it that makes it a forever home?
I think it's the fact that I can do everything there, that I would never outgrow it. That I can, if I want a screening room, I can have it. If I need a bigger recording studio, I could do it. If I need room for my physical therapy stuff, I can put it there. Like it does everything forever. If I need a
So you
guest
need a
room,
big home. You need a big home.
yeah. But then I'm like, do I? I don't have a big, if I could take my house now and put it in that neighborhood, I think I'd be pretty happy. There's some pain points, but overall, and I'm in a little, it's like 1,100 square foot little condo, so it's not like super big. So I don't need a ton of space, but I do if I want to do all the things, right? So anyway, that's why I'm wrestling with those two things, and the head and the heart are really going back and forth.
Well, I think that's interesting. First of all, you play it safe by rationalizing and looking at the safe bets, right?
Yeah,
Because, like you said, you want to eliminate any type of mistakes.
yeah.
Um, However, sometimes I think you got to just throw caution to the wind and you just got to go for what feels good.
Yeah, I never do that. I never do that.
Are you sure?
Are you sure? I usually evaluate
Are you
everything like
sure?
to the nth degree and then be like, all right. Now in games it's a little different, right? Because there's no consequences in a game.
Well,
Like if
yeah,
I spend all
games
my
are
gold in Tamriel, who
games.
cares? Or if I jump into the Dragon's Mouth, who really cares? You know what I mean? It doesn't matter.
Well, all right, I get that.
So
I
I feel
get
like I play a
that.
little differently than I live.
Hey, somebody just said gentlemanly porter. Never heard of you, but this is dope.
Hey, thanks.
Now you
The
have.
first podcast is
So
free, and then after that you have to subscribe.
yeah. Follow. Hit
Oh,
that
follow,
follow.
not subscribe. Follow.
Follow.
That's the word.
Follow. You can subscribe
Follow.
if you really want to, but we don't know what we'd do with
Right,
subscribers,
and
to
we're
be
not here for the
perfectly
money, you guys.
honest.
We're just having fun chatting and having you guys interact with us and sharing our lives and talking about it. So, yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
follow is the word. Follow.
Follow.
Okay, cool.
Follow. Give me an F.
F.
Anyways, I think your approach to life is very I mean, okay. So, the last thing I want to say about this, because when I checked, I realized, oh my God, we're at the end of our hour
Oh my
already.
gosh, you're
This
right.
hour
We are
goes by
bumping up against the
so
time. I
fast.
know, right?
But the thing is, I recognize, and I don't know how I would be, to be perfectly honest, if I were in your situation. What I mean by that is, um, you're a man.
True.
You're,
Guilty.
you're a man. Yeah, you're a man, and you're having to take care of yourself and what it means for your future. And I kind of have it easy. I'm a wife. And I don't discount that, but I don't have to think about those things. I have someone who takes care of me. I mean, I take care of him too, but I'm
Sure. You have a
taken
partner.
care of a partner. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, but if I was all, and I do think about it, I do
Yeah.
think about it. If I was single,
Yep.
what would I do? And the first thing that comes through my mind is, excuse me, everybody, plug your ears if you have delicate
Oh, here
sensibilities.
we go.
But the first thing that goes through my mind is, holy fuck.
Yeah, it's intimidating. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot,
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Would I be able to do it, or would I be out on the streets already? I don't know.
OMG right now.
No, but think about it, you know? Think
Yeah,
about it.
yeah, of course. It's all up to me.
So it's all up to you. It's all up to you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, there you go. It's a
That's a,
hard one.
you just, it's a hard
I'll let you
one.
guys know what I decide in the end when I make a decision. Right now, I'm stalling for time. So I'm using your play of asking
Mm.
for more time while I think about it.
Yeah. Let me think about it. I will
Uh-huh.
think about it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Thinking about it. It's
Yeah.
pretty interesting.
Fun place to be,
Well,
though.
it is a fun place. And I do want to take the opportunity right now to acknowledge, at least I'm being shown that 464 of you are on Twitch viewing us live right now.
Wow.
And
Thank you,
that
everybody.
rocks. That absolutely rocks. And to those of you who have been putting posts in the chat, I know we've really been chatty today with
I
each
know we
other.
normally look
I
at the chat more, but today we've just been,
Yeah,
I've had so
we
much on my
just
mind. It's like, I got to talk about this stuff. See what you think.
Yeah, no, it's important stuff. It
Yeah.
really is important
But
stuff.
thank you,
But
everybody, for being here and watching us,
yeah,
spending time with us. We promise we'll do more chat interaction in the future.
we do. And I know somebody said, could you say hi to my friends out there? I hope that's
Hi,
enough.
friends,
He said
everybody.
hi.
Someone else says
Hi,
follow you
friends.
from France. Fantastic. That's
Oh,
Wildcat. Wildcat, thank you.
that's
That's amazing.
hello, compressed pub. Hi.
Thank you, chatters.
You're a legend. Oh, thank you for saying we're a legend. And for those of you all saying such wonderful things, I'm looking to see who said, could you say hi to my friends? I think it was Rodrigo or something like that. I don't know. I'm sorry. Anyways, I hope that makes you feel good that I said. He said, say hello to my friends.
Hi,
So
friends.
anyway.
I feel like Gracie, like, say goodnight, Gracie. Good night, Gracie. So funny. Well, I guess we should
Yeah.
wrap this up. But before we go, everybody, we are going to stream some Helldivers right after this. But we don't stream on this channel for Helldivers. We put that over on the gameplay channel, which is FlowerChild567. So if you see a note for FlowerChild567, or you want to watch some Helldivers, you can find us there. We'll be there in like 15 minutes, just having
Yep.
fun. And it's
Yep.
crazy. And then
It's
also,
fun.
in the meantime, if they don't want to watch Helldivers, and we're going to be streaming our ESO Wood Elf roleplay stream next Wednesday at our usual 1 o'clock time. In the
Yep.
meantime, where can everybody find you aside from their local physical bookstore? Congratulations on your release. It's incredible.
VisionaryArtistPath.com.
VisionaryArtistPath.com. Excellent. And if you all want more of me, I am at superfunstudios.com. Again, that's superfunstudios.com. You'll find links there to my audiobooks and random commercial stuff that I've done over time. It is not built as a public-facing website, though, so feel free to make fun of it.
Haha.
That's
Thank
so
you,
funny.
everyone, for tuning in. And as always, thank you, Stretch.
Oh, my
I
pleasure,
appreciate
Flower.
you.
Thank you, too. I appreciate you, and I can't wait to shoot some bugs with you in like 15 minutes.
Oh my God, I'm going to go get equipped.
All right, let's do it.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye,
We'll see you again next
everyone.
week. Have a wonderful afternoon.
Bye.